Hi, it's been a while since I've made a video, but I wanted to quickly show you how you can create a Google Jamboard and play around with it a bit. I think I put it in the daily discoveries a few days ago, but a Jamboard is something that Google has now that's sort of like a whiteboard that is interactive and that you can have with collaborators and edit all at the same time. So let me share my screen and I'll show you how to open one if you want to play with it. So the easiest way is probably just to have your ComDay email open. And then in this little waffle apps icon up here, if you scroll down, you should have a Jamboard icon now. It wasn't there before, but now it should be enabled. So you can just click that to open one. You can also just in a new tab or a new window, type in up here, jamboard.google.com. Either of those will take you to this page. So to create a new one, these are the ones I've played with so far, just as examples. This orange button in the bottom, this plus sign, click that to create a new jam. Okay, and it's really just a blank white space in the beginning, which is what you want to play with. You can add a title, whatever you want, whatever the meeting's about. There are multiple frames or pages that you can work on. I mean, that way it's sort of like Google Slides, where you have different drawing pages or sheets that people can work on at the same time, your collaborators. I'll show you how to share this in just a moment, but it's exactly like Google Docs, so it's not complicated. So there are different pages you can work on. There are backgrounds, but they're mostly decorative from what I can tell. There are squares. There is a ruled one here. There are dots. I say they're decorative because, see, I'm going to turn the pen on. So you can draw here. You can put your ideas out that you think you want to communicate. But if you're doing this with your trackpad or with your mouse, I mean, it's pretty hard. It's not impossible, but it's a little awkward to write. So when I say the backgrounds are decorative, like for this one, it'd be really hard to write in those lines. You could try if you wanted to, but I don't know if it's super useful in that way. Same with the graph paper one. I don't know if you could get it in there and if that would be useful. Maybe it will be, I don't know. With this pen though, you can choose marker, the pen, the marker, the highlighter, or the brush for different kinds of textures on the pen, and you can change the colors of these colors. So this is going to be a blue highlighter. That's what that looks like. A little bit more textured, but a bit thicker. There's an eraser, which just erases. There is a sticky note option where you could write something that you want to put there, and then it adds to the screen. You can move that around. So if you have something that you want to make a note of over here, you can move it there. You can add an image, either a photo that you have or from Drive, or you can search for an image. I'm going to search for an image of an otter. So let's just add that guy. There we are. I'm going to put him over here. And then lastly down here, there's an option called laser. And it's sort of like a laser pointer. If you imagine you're in a meeting with people where you can talk to each other on Zoom or on Meet, but you're all working on this too, then if you click that, then the laser pointer, see, I'm drawing with it here, but it disappears over a few seconds. So it's sort of a way of indicating something you're talking about, but not in a way that permanently draws it on there. So let's say, I really like this part, this idea that you guys have, I'm circling the otter, but not so much this one over here. This is a way of visually on the screen, just like letting people know what you're talking about in a way that they can see, but that is not permanent. Okay, and if you want to clear everything out, you can clear frame and it'll take everything here out. So sharing is exactly like Google Docs, so it's nothing new to you most likely. So these settings probably look familiar. You can just invite people by clicking their names in there, or you can make a link that you can share by email. So I'm going to change the privacy by hitting change. And let's say I want anyone at CDS with the link to be able to edit it. Let's say I want that. I want to be able to share this link. Anyone with the link at CDS can edit. I save. And so now anyone, if I put this in an email, this link to people at CDS, then anyone I send this to can click on this link and edit it. Just like Google Docs, same thing. So that's pretty much it. I think it could be really fun and useful for some functions. And so like if you're, in a meeting for student council virtually, or even if you're in a meeting with colleagues and you're trying to plan a lesson together, it could be really useful and just a fun new way of communicating. So I hope that was helpful, and I'm going to stop sharing my screen now, and yeah, good luck. Bye, everybody.